So there he is there. There's the complete contrast. Nelson, I mean, he only threw, what, half a dozen punches in the fight. And he said his wife was coming, and I do hope that is her, and I'm not thinking the wrong lady anyway. And if he is, he'll get in trouble with his wife for cuddling that one, won't he? So we're pretty safe, I think. A lot of arrogance backstage, Jim, but when you spoke to him quietly, as we did, I mean, he's just a professional that was hyping it up a little bit, and he always had respect for Cowdell.
Well, you can't, if he was a bit arrogant, you can't blame him for not backing his arrogance up. I mean, what can you do? A first-round knockout victory over Pat Cowdell. It was a tremendous performance, but right from the start you could see he was just going to stand right over Cowdell all the way through. He wasn't going to pay him any respect, and he was putting full power into all his punches right from the first bell. But I'm really shocked and surprised that he managed to catch Pat so early.
Well, he's talking now. He's being very, you know, he's saying to everybody, I'm sorry. I mean, boxers are great at that. They get knocked out and then they apologise to everybody else who hasn't even taken the punch. But we can't really talk to Cowdell yet. I mean, when he comes around, I'm sure it'll be okay. The Border Control will probably say, okay, he's all right now. But obviously, at the moment, we can't get in there and poke the nose in too much. Let's have a look at the replay again now, Jim. That punch, it'll be shown forever, I think, from a different angle. Plodding away with the left hand, trying to keep Nelson at bay. He hit so hard with either hand, and here it comes. Just look at the arc of that. Right past the chin there, right on the corner.
Yeah, all the power he has in his body went into that hook. That was a tremendous punch. That reminds me of the
Another angle, Jim.
Dave Boy Green left hook. Yeah, it was a cracking punch.
Similar one.
See the leverage, he just gets his elbow down, up comes the punch, bang, perfect punch.
Yeah, that sort of thing. He's been working on a heavy bag in the gym, I suppose.
Well, I can admire the punch now that I know Pat's okay. I was a bit worried, obviously, when I saw the way Pat went down.
Yeah.
But good condition. He'll soon be right as rain again.
It was. I mean, I shook hands just before the fight with Nelson. I said hello, and his hands are like nuggets, Jim. They're like iron.
Well, I saw him get into the elevator this morning, and I could see the power in his arms, you know, the biceps. Really strong man. And the big worry we had about Pat was not having the strength to hold him off, and that's as it turned out to be. Nelson was just coming to get him, and as a matter of time, as far as Nelson was concerned.
Well, just look at that. Almost like a crowded tube in a rush hour in there at the moment, because American television are interviewing Azumah Nelson, while we're over there obviously showing more concern to see how Pat Cowdell's getting on. And a lot of chanting with the Ghanaian supporters, and you can understand that. He even brought an ex-world champion, Jim, to spar with Leroy Haley. Nicknamed Irish Leroy, by the way, but he doesn't really look an Irishman to me. So it shows he got himself in the shape. I mean, we're still in a state of shock, Jim, I think, aren't we? Not really. Well, not as much as poor old Pat.
No, of course not. Well, we expected Nelson to be good, but I didn't really expect him to be that good. When I saw him getting to Pat Cowdell as early as the first half minute in the first round, I really couldn't believe that. And Pat's banged up badly already. Every punch Nelson threw was a knockout punch, and he was catching Pat high in the head, you know, 20 seconds into the first round. Tremendous. So now they're
got their arms embracing one another there. That's a nice touch, as always. Always good to see that. Pat's waved his hand to the friends and the supporters at the back of the arena by the look of it, and now he's gone over to see if he can get in on the act with Nelson and congratulate him, and he's actually talking now, Cowdell. But the American NBC are asking Nelson what they think it's all about. Well, we'll probably get a word with him anyway, but it really is total confusion in there at the moment, and nobody wants to do any pushing and shoving.
Gentlemen, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, a tremendous boxer and still European champion, Pat Cowdell.
So as Pat goes back to his corner now, I think Gary Newborn is going to talk to Pat Cowdell.
That was sensational.
What can I say, Gary? I'm the most disappointed man in the world.
Everybody feels for you, Pat. You tried so hard for that.
It's been my dream, Gary, to be world champion. But he was a better fighter than me, and that's the way it is, Gary. Okay.
Well done, Pat. Well done, Pat. Well done, Pat. Well done.
Well, that's what I like to hear. He's gracious at the end there, and it's always sad to see a boxer like that, Jim. I mean, you tell us your experiences on that kind of thing, although you were never knocked out like that so quickly.
No, thankfully, when I did go up on my feet, but you're bitterly disappointed, and at least I had tasted being world champion, as every boxer's dream. And Pat, as much as anybody I know, deserved to be world champion, but he's always picked the wrong time to be a challenger. I mean, think of the great featherweights that have been over the last 5 or 6 years. Very difficult to become featherweight champion. I wonder what will be in Pat's mind now. He is European junior lightweight champion, but I don't think he'll have the drive.
So Gary Newman with the champion.
Azumah Nelson, there's not much we could say to Pat Cowdell. He's absolutely shattered.
That's right. And I came in to knock him out in the first round. You know, man, that's what I make my mind. But because the people here didn't treat us good, you know, they're making all kind of ways to get the title from us. But I want to prove to them I'm the best in the world, and I want Cowdell, I want McGuigan, that girl, and I'm gonna knock him out anywhere I fight him. I'm ready to fight McGuigan anytime, any day, anywhere.
Well,
I'm ready. This is my national flag. I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of Africa. You know, man.
can I ask you, Azumah, sorry to butt in there, but we would like to know about that punch, because Pat Cowdell has never been knocked out in his time, and we're going to show you that punch, and perhaps you could explain to everybody watching on ITV the tremendous power that stopped Pat Cowdell for the first time.
Well, I thought Pat Cowdell will go, will move around from me, you know. But as soon as the bell go on, he just comes straight to me, and I said, okay, that's the way I'm going to knock him out in the first round. So I take my time, and he start using the jabs, you know. I start bobbing it, you know, and I got him with go left uppercut.
Very good left uppercut. Let me ask you. Let me get you to talk through this again. There we go. Different angle.
When he start jabbing, you know, oh, you know, man, I'm too bad, baby.
We want Danny boy. We want Danny.
Let me ask you about Barry McGuigan. Is he going to live with the Nelson power? We're very proud of Barry McGuigan in this country.
Hey, like I said before, McGuigan is good, you know, and he's a fighter. And the way McGuigan fight, there's no way McGuigan can beat me. There's no way McGuigan can go 4 rounds with me because of my power. I got my power, I got experience, I got everything too much more than McGuigan. And I want him, that girl, I call her girl because she don't want to fight me. She's scared of me. She know whom I am and what I can do. I know the trainers, his trainers don't want to fight me. You know, I took the title from a young man, and any old man who wants to challenge me, hey, I'm gonna kill him.
If I could get a word in, I'd say thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
We want Danny boy. We want Danny boy.
Well, there you are. I tell you, they really mean it about Barry McGuigan, Jim. What a good fight that would be if the politics could ever make it with undisputed champions. So we'll hand back to Jim Rosenthal.
Thanks very much indeed, Reg. So a barrage of words there from Azumah Nelson. Poor Pat Cowdell, his dreams killed there by that fine world champion. I know Barry McGuigan is watching this tonight, and you really wonder what might happen if those two get into the ring and unify this world title. Well, coming up a bit later on, we have a man who's held the world heavyweight title